Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 55 of my lower league management playthrough in Football Manager 2016 with FC United. So as you can see here, we're in the red now. It was only a matter of time. You could almost see it coming, unfortunately, but it's not out of the ordinary. I've seen other people do saves like this, starting with a lower team, and when you get promoted up the divisions, you start to go in the red because money coming in is not as much as other teams, and yeah, you don't. That's the simple thing, and you probably have to pay a lot more for players. That's the biggest thing. As one of our biggest expenditures, as you can see, if we go to expenditure, is the player wages. That's clearly every single month more wages. There's bonuses as well. Maybe that's something to keep in mind. Match day expenses. So, but for the most part, it is something that's out of my control. Like you can say, yeah, the player salaries is in your control, but if you sell your players or let go of players, you're reducing the quality of your team. So it goes both ways. But aside from that, we'll focus on the results as well, since the previous episode, unfortunately, it was a disappointing episode. As you know, we did lose 6-0. It was a bit of out of the ordinary. Like I said in that episode, I more or less just forgot about it. And you can see exactly what I meant. It was out of the ordinary, and we got back to our unbeaten ways now, starting a new unbeaten streak. 2 away games in a row, and even just 3 in 4 games was going to be hard. So I'm happy to draw 2 of those first 2 away ones, and at home 1-0, strong performance. But we're not at our best. We're not dominating games, but what can you expect? And that's what I want to say as well. Don't forget, I've gotten 2 consecutive promotions. We're in League 2 now, so I think I'm doing pretty well. But whenever I do have a bad result like that, it's reflected like from you guys in the comments saying like I'm doing crap or whatever, or any negative comments along those lines. But yeah, please don't forget what I've done with this team, 2 consecutive promotions, and also how we're doing as a whole for the season. Once more overachieving, and we're within reach in promotion. Maybe an automatic place might be hard to achieve, but at least in the playoffs we have a real opportunity, especially as there's really only the team in 8th, Coventry, is holding on. Then there's a bit of a 5-point gap, and you could say the same, the difference between us and an automatic promotion place. So yeah, you can see little gaps starting to come into the fray, I guess you can say, in terms of the league table. Anyway, also there has been one change. You might see one less player that we had. That was our loanee, Hornstrup. We just weren't playing him enough, and he wanted to leave, so we terminated his contract as he wanted. And that was like one play we got off the wages, because of course we were paying his wages, I believe. So I suppose, yeah, that was a good thing. And also I tried to loan. See, this is the thing with Arsenal as a parent club now, as a senior affiliate. They have a player that's listed for loan, Colin O'Donovan. He's available for loan. They accepted it, but the player himself, he didn't want to join us. So, and he was like their only player they have listed for loan. They have another guy, but he's crap. He's like in the under 18s, and there's no other players that's listed for loan by Arsenal. So in theory, getting Arsenal as a senior affiliate is a good thing, but if they don't have any players willing to join us, it's not. But I'd like to think maybe it will be a good thing as I get promoted. Maybe in League 1. Maybe then, yeah, their players will want to come to me. Because don't forget, he's still only 18. And we're in League 2 now. It's not like we're in the conference anymore. But either way, on other news, there's so much. Yeah, Simon Thompson, he needs a bit of a break. He's been okay for us this season, considering his age, and he's still a young player, up and coming, got that potential in him. So he needs a bit of a break. We don't want to use him too much. And Chris Barker, who's continuing to do well. Look at this. Look how well he's doing just in his development in training. So hopefully that can be reflected in the games. He scored 3 goals this season from limited chances, so that's all right. So we will roll into this next game with this team, even though Chris Barker is lacking match sharpness, but hopefully he can get some here today. Hopefully he can get on the score sheet. So we've kind of been dominating the first 12 minutes or so of this game, 64% possession. They've hardly had any chance at all. So I'd like to think this could be a good opportunity for us to score an early goal in the first half. Grant, he's looking for an option. Plays it through Harness. No. McCary clears it, but it goes straight back to us. Surely this has to be an opportunity. Grant Barker, Harness, finishes. You saw that coming. If you just look at the match stats, we've been dominating the game, but that still was our first really good chance. A first shot on target, so I'm happy that we could take that as we wait for the three-dimensional replay to take place. As you can see there, it took its time, but anyway, Grant played it into Barker. Barker, yeah, he's done well when he's played. Sure, there's been games where he hasn't. He's had a few chances off the bench and everything like that, but we got to wait for a second here. They have this opportunity here. They played out wide. It's O'Neill, but Madison does really well. Gets it out to Barker. Getting a second goal here early in the game would be excellent. Could secure the points, maybe. Oh, that goes so close. McCary. He did have trouble dealing with that initially, but eventually made the save. So this has clearly been a dominant performance so far, as you can see by possession. Got a couple clear-cut chances. Already scored, of course. And Grant, he's been a danger. Barker, can you do it once more? Plays it through. Harness, they combine to Grant. And it's 2-0. Sorry, I lost my voice almost there. But yeah, it's 2-0. That was really, really good. 3 clear-cut chances, not even 20 minutes into the game. That is fantastic. Great cross by Harness. And nice finish by Grant there. He had to make sure that was perfect and not too close to the goalkeeper. So yeah, near post. It was a really good finish. And this is exactly what I mean, of course, in that last episode, that 6-0. It was very disappointing, even though like half of the goals were from set pieces. It was a disappointing game, but it wasn't a true reflection of how we played this season. As you can see here, we might have another opportunity. Grant to Eastman, Phillips, Minahan, and its own goal. Oh, that's disappointing. But again, getting those dangerous balls in from out wide, it results into another goal, 3-0. It would be lovely if we could get our own 6-0 to make that result. Forget about it. Well, at least from your guys' point of view, because that's the last kind of game you've seen from me. Personally, yeah, we have moved on from that with our recent results. Minahan, important challenge there. It's always scary when there's a highlight and they're close to goal, but we could potentially have 4 in 30 minutes. That would be more impressive. Oh, come on, they clear this. Keeper, Norris, deals with that. Yeah, plays it out wide to Minahan. I like our midfield play. Passing in this game has been very, very impressive, hasn't it? And the attack, the final ball. Oh, that was against the woodwork. But could we finish? No. But again, another very good opportunity. So going towards the end of the first half here, I definitely don't want to concede and let them in, because if they score, make it 3-1, there's still a chance for them. So I'm just going to say concentrate, focus, and finish this half really, really well. Hold on to this lead. So it looks like we are in fact going to be able to do that. And also, just an update, just to tell you in case I forget, we'll just click on Chris Barker for now. I've changed the attribute colors, which you probably would have noticed, but I've had it on that for the last couple of days. But I haven't recorded a video until obviously while I've changed it. So just to update there, just makes them stand out a bit more. But yeah, how about Chris Barker? He's probably showing that in the games now. This game anyway. He hasn't been our best player today, but he got an assist and he's been leading the line really well. But for me, obviously George Grant through the middle, playing a lot of passes, got his own goal as well. And Marcus Harness, he's played a part in 2 goals today with a goal and assist. But George Grant is so talented, like through the middle, plays so many passes. So I'm just going to say I'm very happy with that performance and how things are going so far in this half. Just continue and hopefully don't drop the ball in the second half. So there is an early opportunity in the half for them, but Phillips again makes an interception. Phillips has kind of dropped down the order of one of our better players. That's because, yeah, we're going up division, so it's really hard. That happens. I know people will like you to hold on to kind of legends, but okay, we've got to be careful. We've got to be careful. It's O'Neill. This is a legit opportunity. It is a legit opportunity. And that's exactly what we didn't want. A goal in the first minute. I almost wasn't going to commentate over this part because usually the first highlight it's not a goal, like at the start of a half or something. But it is, at least for you. Sometimes you can concede them. But I rarely ever score from that highlight right away. And there's another one. It's not over. Minahan gives away the foul, and set pieces are always dangerous. So we have to be careful here. It's just a yellow card, luckily, but Yeah, we got to get... Oh, no. Oh, no. This is the worst. How do they score 2 times in like a couple minutes? This is ridiculous. And that's unlucky. Oh, he touched it. The goalkeeper actually got a hand to that. Norris, what are you doing? Okay, what do I say now? Oh, this is a big decision. Nah, Oh, there's a high... If they get another goal here, it will be like 3 goals in like about 4 minutes. That would be absolutely ridiculous. We need one back. Come on. Oh, I'm still not confident, as you can hear my voice. Grant, come on. Barker plays out wide. Minahan, Harness, Phillips, Grant, play it through. He does it. Phillips. Oh, would have loved to score there because now the game is up for grabs. Or maybe it's not over. It's Cuddy. Cuddy in a hurry. Oh my God. It leads to a goal. And how have they scored 3 goals in 4 minutes? Well, not much to say about that. It's just really hard to believe how they've done that. And again, it's another goalkeeping, I wouldn't say error. He had to make the save, but it goes straight to them, straight to Holman. That happens sometimes. They bring him straight back into the game. I honestly can't believe what has just happened. Has this actually happened? I can't believe it. It's happened so quickly. Sometimes that happens, though, for multiple things. But anyway, Alfie Potter is going to have to come on for Madison. I can't risk anyone getting a yellow card inside foot, or another yellow card who's already on one, obviously. Defense has been poor. Very, very poor. Minahan, come off. We're going to bring on Tom Pearson. He's been very good. He gets forward a lot. So hopefully he can do so on another occasion and create something for us. We'll just make those changes and we'll play on attacking. We have to win the game once more. Even though we scored 3 goals just on standard, we have to go and win the game again. And we shouldn't have to. This shouldn't be a situation here, but it is. It almost feels like a challenge. Sometimes I feel like the game gives you a challenge to make it interesting. Like you've done so well winning 3-0, but we're going to score 3 goals in like 4 minutes to put it back on you to win the game. Because it almost felt quite easy how we got those first 3 goals. So there's still a challenge left in this game, which makes it interesting, I suppose. But can we be good enough? Grant, Potter. Could that change make the impact? And it does. And I stepped up my game, made the change I needed to, and it's 4-3. I can't get too excited because, they can score 3 goals in 4 minutes at any time. Apparently they can do that. And it's 4-3. Okay. Another opportunity. Maybe it's just one of those games where there's a lot of chances. I've given up trying to understand how these kind of games, play out. Sometimes you just have these. But anyway, another goal would be handy. Phillips. Maybe it's our turn to score a few in a row again. Richardson. Potter. Talk about a super sub. Got to give credit to him, not just me. He has to score. He has to get the job done. But I have a feeling, I did have a feeling he could have step up in that kind of role, the inside forward, getting into the box. Richardson, obviously, get forward from fullback, and that was a class finish. And we're back in a secure position. I think we're going to stay on attacking, even though we've got that lead back. We look secure, and we look to be playing good football. It's good. It's an entertaining game, that's for sure. You can't doubt that. But again, we'll go team talk and say assertively, concentrate. I said that last time. Hopefully now they can actually, concentrate and hold on to this game. It's been a fantastic game for us. It's only been 4 minutes of the game that's been bad. You take away the 4 minutes and we've had a killer game. Unfortunately, maybe the players are a bit complacent coming out from halftime for whatever reason. I think we had a good team talk. They got good reactions. Who would be a good player to... I reckon David McGregor to come on and Jack Phillips off, and we'll drop another defensive midfielder here just to be a bit more careful. It's not something I generally do, especially playing at home. You do want to attack, but at the same time, you have to be responsible. David McGregor, ball-winning midfielder, will just play in support. And I'm just thinking here, we'll go back to standard. And hopefully, we can do well. We made all our changes, just under 20 minutes to be played out. And yeah, actually, Grant will drop him back to a support. He's actually slightly better in that role. So I reckon this is a really good balance. We could probably still score another goal. It's not going all out defensive, most definitely. Just add another defensive midfielder, but we still got attacking threats, of course. But with 15 minutes remaining, they do have a free kick. Oh my god, I need to sort out... I guess I have to. I guess I have to sort out my defending from set piece. But what can you do? There's a man on him, you know what I mean? There's a guy there. So you can say, yeah, change your defensive setup and everything like that. It's just the game. It's frustrating. And that's not even an excuse. It's just... See? Alice there clears. Just sometimes they beat my players to it. And there's not much you can do. Oh, no. No. It's another couple minutes of domination. And suddenly, it's 5-5. Is this legit? Once more, I made those changes. I was winning by 2 goals. How? Oh, that was a good strike. You can't doubt that. I'm not doubting that was a good strike. I'm just like, how have we let this happen once more? Let's go back to attacking. Look to win the game. 10 goals in this matchup. It's hard to believe, isn't it? So we're going to have to... I don't like changing it once more, but I guess I have to now. Oh, and I took off Jack Phillips. Obviously, he would have been more a threat than McGregor is. McGregor, we're going to try him a box-to-box midfielder. McGregor! Harness! Could we win it for a third time? Oh, how close! How close! That was the highlight. We're not going to score. That was it. Inches away. Very disappointing here. We had the game. We won it twice, like I said. And we went close. Both teams had 4 clear-cut chances, and very identical the shots were. So I guess you could say it was an even game if you look at the shots. But this is my opinion anyway. Maybe I might be slightly biased. I don't know. But I felt we dominated the game for longer than our opponents did. But at the end of the day, it's the amount of goals you score. Nothing else matters. But we do drop down. And because, Southend, they were 20th. And they're still 20th. For the position we were in, we had to win that game. We had to, at home especially. We're just on a bad streak, at least while I'm recording games anyway, of conceding a lot of goals. So guys, admittedly, I was working on attacking movement in the lead up to that game, and it did show. We dominated. We scored 5 goals. But just because I wasn't working on defending set pieces for that week, that means I have to concede goals. It seems as though any week I don't work on defending set pieces, I concede goals from set pieces. So I guess I'm going to have to work on that for the rest of the season to do our best, which is annoying because then I won't have a dominant performance in front of goal like we did, scoring 5 times. It's hard to get a good balance in my view. I'm not sure what your experience is, but that is a bit frustrating. So here we go into the next game now, a week later, so the players have had rest. I'm not going to make too many changes. Obviously, conceding 5 goals, that's always a concern, but we still scored 5 goals ourselves. So, again, I'm still trying to analyze those kind of games. We'll see how we go today. In this game, obviously, Simon Thompson has come back in because he's a bit more fit now than he was in the last game. But Barker, yeah, he did well. That's why he's still making the bench today. But we have dropped Jack Phillips out. And we have brought in Aaron O'Driscoll. Even though last 5 games he hasn't been the best, he's still progressing and doing well in training. I'll be very interested to see how we go today. Obviously, the last game we did attack really well. And leading up to this game, I was working on defending set pieces. So I'd like to think we won't concede from a set piece today. That will be very important. Because I have a feeling we won't create so many chances, at least not as much as in the last game. So we just have to see how all that plays out. And again, we'll try and go passionately. I'll show you, this team talk, see how we go, because, we need to say something to the players after that last game. It wasn't acceptable, conceding 5 goals, even though we scored 5 ourselves. Okay, this is the first highlight for the half. About 25 minutes in. Not much has happened, but can Thompson do something now? Sets up for O'Driscoll, and that seems to be an inspired change for this game. Both O'Driscoll, Thompson, didn't start in the previous game, but start here today. and combine to make it 1-0. As again, we'll check out the replay on 3D. And we've scored a few goals like that, with the striker running through the middle and then a central midfielder also making a run and playing it through. But O'Driscoll, how about that finish? Very powerful. Good to see that. Okay, looks to be it for the first half. We look to be taking a 1-0 lead into the break. Of course, I'll take that 100%, but I know full well that this game is not over yet. Sam Minahan had a good game at the back. But for whatever reason, I see sometimes a central defender's getting bad ratings, like 6.4, and we haven't conceded a goal. Like, what exactly are they doing bad if we haven't conceded? Like, what have they done terrible if we haven't conceded a goal? I don't know, but anyway, got to say, don't get complacent. So a good mix of that. We've got a 1-0 lead saying don't get complacent. We worked on defending set pieces during the week. Surely we should be able to hold on to a clean sheet. That would be very convincing for us. But again, that 6-0 and the 5-5 has only been the major game. That's only 2 games. And just by the luck of the draw, you've seen them both. So it seems a bit more extreme than it actually is. It's just a couple games where I conceded a lot of goals. It's nothing too extreme. Like, there's a chance as this game, I don't want to obviously jinx myself, but I don't think we're going to concede too many goals here today. Like, Port Vale haven't had a shot on target yet, which looks dangerous. Because what's the odds they get one on target and they get a goal from it? I wouldn't be too surprised, that's for sure. But I may look to make a change here. Just at 60 minutes, just before 60 minutes. I'm not sure who to take off. The couple of wingers haven't been so amazing today, haven't done too much. So again, Alfie Potter. Could he be the super sub? And we'll take off Madison because, yeah, he'll come on and we'll change to inside forward. That's where he does flourish. So, yeah, inside forward on support. That will be Alfie Potter's role. Hopefully he can score a goal again. He scored 2 when he came on. That was major. So hopefully he can do that once more. More of the same, I would love to see from himself. And obviously that will allow, some space for Kieran Richardson with Alfie cutting in. And yeah, as the game goes on, you can see it a bit better now. Our defense are performing really well. Sam Minahan at right back. After the game, I want to analyze his performance. What's he's done here today. Again, Marcus Harness, winger, hasn't done so much. But yeah, it's just a really good defensive performance here. I'm happy. I don't want to change too much because... And I'm really happy we can do this. Like, fullbacks can do so well, like Sam Minahan, Richardson, getting good ratings on a wing-back attack role. And they can still obviously defend enough. So I'm thinking Tom Pearson. I don't want to bring him on, but at least not for Minahan. I reckon we're going to take Harness off and we'll bring on Tom Pearson. And there we'll go. We'll put him right midfield. So it's a bit more defensive along that side anyway. Tom Pearson, what's his best role right midfield? Yeah, just a general wing role. I think maybe wide midfielder, defensive winger. We'll just do as a winger for now. We'll leave him on that role. Still 20 minutes. I don't want to... the team's playing well. You don't always have to make all of your subs. And Tom Pearson, he's actually been progressing really well in his attributes. I'll show you that. We'll click on his profile. You can see we've been working on positioning specifically, and that's working. I've noticed this season players are improving a lot more in their attributes because, of course, you'll notice that we're more in the red in our finances, of course, but like the improvement of the training facilities, it's worked. Players are improving a lot more in their attributes, not just doing well in training, but actually going up in attributes. So I think we'll make the final change here. Less than 10 minutes remaining. Port Vale. I'd love to finish this game without them getting a shot on target. That would be excellent. That would be an excellent game for us. And George Grant, I think we'll just take him off and McGregor will come on and we'll just use him as a ball-winning midfielder. Or central... I'm just thinking. McGregor. Yeah, no, obviously I thought I clicked on the wrong player there or something. Oh no, O'Driscoll. Sorry, what am I doing? O'Driscoll should be as a central midfielder. Yeah, central midfielder on support. Okay, now, they're in the best roles now. That's what I want to see. So hopefully that will go down well. And we're still a threat of scoring as well. It's not like we're going defensive or something. We're just I think being a bit more responsible, or at least just playing the better roles. And David McGregor, who's a bit more defensive-minded than George Grant is. And, oh no, what's the chance they're going to get their first shot on target when there's just 5 minutes left in the game? Does that count as on target because the goalkeeper saved it? Okay, 2. 2 out of nowhere. How about that? It took them 85 minutes to get their first couple shots on target. I guess that shows how well we've done in this game today. That's credit to defense. It took them that long. And this is away from home for us. We have made 20 fouls, but how about that in terms of our fouls? They haven't been terrible fouls. We've given away 20 fouls, but also haven't picked up a yellow card. That's interesting to think about, though. Maybe the referee's a bit lenient. He must be. 20 fouls and no yellow cards. But can we finish off the game? 2-0 would look a bit more convincing, but I don't really mind at the end of the day. I just want the 3 points in the bag to stay around the playoff positions. Goal difference will be important, though. And that 6-0 didn't help our cause. But they whip in a cross, and Norris deals with that. So again, this was a more defensive performance. And it's not surprising, isn't it? Leading up during the week, we worked on defensive positioning, or on the defending set pieces. We didn't concede from a set piece or anything, but we didn't create so many chances. So it's what do you do? It's hard really to get the right mix, because if you're going to work defensively, you're not going to concede, or you're not going to concede many, or you're going to concede none like here today, but you're not going to create so many chances for yourself at the same time. So it's a bit of a catch-22. But either way, the net result is we move up into 5th position, and maybe a 3rd or 2nd position for the season. Automatic promotion is within grasp. But guys, that's going to be it for now. Decent 2 games. Again, that Southend game, I guess it was just an entertaining one for you guys. 10 goals in a match. That's the highlight. And overall balance is only depleting more. But as I've mentioned earlier in the video, it seems as though when you be a smaller team and you get promoted, you're in the red, because there's not much you can do about it sometimes, because obviously you have to pay more for players and other expenses, and that's just general. And you don't have as much money coming in as other teams. But I'd like to think as the season finishes, we'll get some decent money in, like for the final league finish and everything like that. But if you have any suggestions at all to improve that, I'm definitely up to listening to your suggestions, how to improve the finances, apart from friendlies. I don't want to organise friendlies during the season. But anything, I'll be up to listening to feedback. And that is constructive, of course. But anyway, that is going to be it for now. And don't forget to drop a like on the video if you would like to see some more Football Manager 2016 videos. And do you think we can get promoted this season? That would end up being 3 promotions in a row. And I think that will be a pretty decent effort. And just to end on that as well, if this season will be a success or a failure, I don't see it as being a failure ever. Well, it's not going to be possible to be a failure now. I've improved the club, but even when I started, I don't see anything as being a failure. What I do, I see it as a journey and how we go and just have fun doing it. No expectations. This is my expectations for this series. Sometimes I say it's winning Premier League or Champions League, getting to that stage. But at the end of the day, it's about having fun for me and you guys enjoying the content. That's the most important thing. Because if you don't enjoy it, that's not good. Even if I end up winning that, I wouldn't be happy. I'll be happy if you guys enjoy this regardless of what happens during the save. So hopefully you guys understand that. And as I said, if you do enjoy it, drop a like on the video. And I'll see you guys in the very next episode.